Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, how are you doing?
You are the cello player.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I. Hi, Michael. Gary. Hey, guys. Um,
Oh,
can we start with both or
yeah, start.
wait?
The other two
Mission,
should be joining.
yeah, Mission Honor will be here any second.
It's okay for me.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to introduce myself and start to interview. It's okay. Hi, Anna. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mishkin.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm
Hi.
sorry. I'm so happy. Well, I'm going to start to interview. It's okay?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Abril Grago from Guadalajara, Mexico, from Pyromania Media. And hi, guys. I'm very excited to be in an interview with this great band that is Crimsonville. What's up? How are you?
We're good. Thank you
Very
for
well,
having
thank you. Very well.
Can you introduce yourself and your instrument that you play?
I'm Michigan and I am the singer.
Yeah,
I'm Anna and I'm the drummer.
cool. And
I'm Hannah. I'm Hannah and I'm the cellist.
cool.
Gary and I play guitar.
Well, I see that all members come from different projects or have different projects and different music genres. How did you start the idea of creating Crimsonville?
Well, yeah, we are all writers, which is great. So we all basically have our own projects and our own influences. But where we cross over is metal.
Yeah.
And during the pandemic, we decided to create some really strange music. We decided this is, the time to explore experimental music. And we got really geeky and we decided that we wanted to write an album that didn't sound like anything we'd written before. And when the music came out, eventually the song Hex came out. It was picked up by a metal label and they said, okay, well, we love this, but we want it to be a brand new project. And so we decided to come up with a new name, and it's the same people, and that's why Crimson Veil kind of came to be.
Yeah, that's so cool. And how would you define your musical genre? Your mixes, classical, gutturals, and all heavy metal, maybe. How do you
Um,
define?
Yeah, we all like obviously have a lot of different influences.
Yeah.
I feel sometimes a little bit like the black sheep of the band on that matter, but they still like me, so it's okay. And but yeah, I think as we said, like the only kind of thing we all agree on is slightly progressive and metal kind of things, but then we all go in different places from there, and we still bring those influences in the music, whether they like it or not. They have, my influences which they don't like. Well, it's still in the band, and that's great. And they don't know where, and that's interesting. But yeah, I think mostly for me anyway, that's mostly progressive rock background.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm mostly bringing in the band for the genre side of things.
Yeah. That's so
And then
cool.
Hannah is obviously more classical, and then Mish, you have a whole panel, but probably more metal than some of us. And Gary's metal and prog as well. So, but it's an interesting mix for sure.
Yeah, that's so cool. I really like Crimsonville. And
Thank you.
well, the band was formed this year, but you have already toured with Lordi. Can you tell us a little about the experience, the fans' response?
It was a really amazing experience for us, and it was surprisingly good in several ways. Firstly, we were the opening act. So we weren't sure if we would be playing to an empty room, like if people turn up later for the other acts. And every venue was full for our show, so that was amazing. And the crowd who came to see Lordi, they responded really well to us. I think as I think Mesh was saying in another interview, I think they were general metal fans, so they were open to a lot of like different weird stuff. And thirdly, Lordi were just an amazing band to tour with, really lovely people. Yeah. And we were huge fans by the end of the tour.
Yeah.
And coexisting with the band, how do you feel about? It's difficult to touring with another band?
We really enjoyed it. I mean, the difficulties of touring is just the general ones, you know. It's very tiring. This time around as well, we were doing like our own driving, our own set, our own, you know, some you know, we didn't even have a sound person for some of it as well. So we were just kind of starting out for us. So this was a big challenge for us, but by the end of the tour, it was fantastic. We felt like we'd been able to just discover our band on stage every night and become more who we're supposed to be by being able to explore the stage. And it was just such an incredible opportunity. So I would say that, like, on the whole, it was like really, really positive experience, and we made lots of friends, you know, that we'll see again. And it's just, yeah, it's been a really, really positive experience. But yeah, of course, touring can be tiring as well, but mostly fun.
Yeah, I think we were really, really lucky to be with such good people for the first one in those conditions, because, as I said, the conditions were tough. It's by the nature of it. But the whole organization and Lordi and anyone working in that production were all
like the sound engineer.
Yeah, the sound engineer was their sound engineer was super sweet. Yeah.
Interesting. And while talking about his music, his first single, Flinch, is a song that mixes classical and heavy metal elements. What was the music composition process like?
Gary?
I come up with the riff. Hannah played it on strings. Mish come up with a chorus, and there we go. We've got a song.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's as simple as that, really. I mean,
yeah.
Easy, yeah. Easy. We'll do another one after this.
Right. Yeah, usually we have like separate parts of songs that we all, because we're all writers in many projects, you know, Gary will come up with a riff and maybe I'll have some chords and Hannah might have a melody, and we just kind of put it all together and then, you know, see where it connects and then pass it backwards and forwards many times. I think, you know, we're a band that's quite comfortable to work remotely with each other. You know, we can send things backwards and forwards to add ideas and then listen, and then we just keep refining it until the song really starts to take shape, and that's when we can get together and play it and be like, okay, add the finishing touches all together. But it's very, very much a collaborative process.
Yeah. And in his second single, Illuminati, the lyrics speak of duality and balance in life. It is inspired by something in their lives, some story or experience, or
well, a lot of the songs
approach.
Okay, yeah. A lot of the songs are written in the pandemic, where everything was quite quiet for us. Yeah, as musicians, you know, there was no touring, the venues were all closed, and it was quite a dark time, I think. You know, it was a strange time, and Illuminate was one of the songs. I mean, most of the songs of Hex sort of came out of that time of introspection. So yeah, the lyrics for Illuminate are sort of about waiting for the pathway to become clear where to go next. We were all very uncertain of what was going to happen next with the world, with our music careers. We had absolutely no idea. So we were really kind of writing in this very strange atmosphere. And I think, you know, the whole album kind of came out of that, of this kind of bit of uncertainty. And I think Illuminate is it's almost about accepting the shadow side as much as the light side, that you kind of need to exist. And that's what that song ended up being about.
That's so cool. You have a lot of ideas in pandemic.
Yeah, we got really bored.
You have a lot of work. Well, and now Shift, your new preview. Can you tell us a preview or what this new single will be like? Can you tell about the lyrics or something? Or we have to wait to July 19th?
We can tell you that it's very evil.
Oh, I like evil things.
Yeah, it's a very evil sounding song.
It's
but
kind
it's
of it's a revenge song, isn't it?
Yeah, we love a revenge song. Yeah.
That's cool.
And there is some and there's some very tasty riffs. That's all we'll tell you right now. So
And it's quite catchy.
Well,
It's
yeah,
probably the
very
catchiest
catchy.
song of the album.
about as catchy as we can be. Yeah.
we will be very excited to wait it. Well, your first album has been physical format, such as CD, vinyl, or cassette, or only in internet?
Not
No.
cassette, but
No cassette.
But it's definitely coming out on CD, and there's I think there's a limited edition red vinyl and then black vinyl as well. So yeah, those are our formats for this album. It's very exciting to have the first album pressed to vinyl. We're really, really pleased with it. So yeah.
Can I ask why not cassette? Because it's little old, or it's maybe expensive or something?
I think it was just a decision by the label, who are the ones
Yeah.
that are pressing and selling it.
Yeah, I don't think I own a cassette player. Does anyone own a cassette player?
we
It's
don't have a
coming back,
CD
you
player.
know,
I don't know.
it's coming back. But also I think it's mostly for the object, like people like to buy it for the actual object.
Yeah.
A little bit like a vinyl. A lot of people who buy vinyl don't have a vinyl player.
Maybe we should
Yeah,
make some
true,
like
yeah.
behind the scenes tapes, you know, just like the hex tapes, you know.
We could like, yeah, we could like put we could buy one of the CD players and then tape the CD and make it like a mixtape. We could do a limited edition. I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have something to listen cassettes. Well, talking about the band lineup and the selection of instrumentation is very interesting. It's amazing to see more and more talented women rocking. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's like we're in a kind of position where we are proud to be flying the flag for women, but also sad that we need to. I think where we want to be taken like seriously as musicians and not women, but then we also feel the need, we really want to represent women in metal because it's very underrepresented. So
yeah, it's definitely a very male-dominated industry in the whole, I think. So it's exciting. Like, it's very exciting to be doing this band. But yeah, as Hannah said, it's kind of it will be nice for us. It's, you know, the music is the thing we want to be known for and not our gender. But also, yeah, just reiterating what Hannah said, it is really important to kind of recognize that we are females doing this, and that's kind of an exciting place to be in, and really pleased that we get to do that.
Yeah. And from Gary, how do you feel playing with girls? It's different, like play with guys.
The changing rooms, the rehearsal rooms smell nicer. Other than that, there's no difference. It's all good. Yeah, they smell nicer than guys. That's the only difference.
No, no difference.
No difference, no. Playing with
Oh.
musicians, that's all it is. It's all good.
And what could you recommend it to new bands or musicians who will listen to your songs and say, "Wow, I want to do that"?
Go for it.
Well, actually, I would recommend to not.
Don't do that.
Yeah, just don't do it. It's not worth it. But
What if you
If
really
it's
like
difficult
pain though?
to
What if
leave?
you
yeah, no,
like
but that's what
pain?
I'm saying. Like, actually, more seriously, what I mean by that is they should not try to sound like someone else.
Yeah.
I think that's time wasting. When you practice, it's cool. You can practice something that inspires you. But when you actually create your music, this is where all of the practice has to stay. And it will unconsciously be in your vocabulary anyway. So your influences will be there whether you want it or not. Even if you want it not to come through, it will. And so it's the same thing for when you want something to sound like. It's just create something that is genuine and it's you, and don't try to understand what it's going to be before it is, because this is exactly where it got us with Hex, is that we just didn't try to do anything. We kind of gave up on the whole idea of touring, and we just wanted to create music that we liked and we wanted to do for ourselves, and we had no idea exactly how it's going, what was going to be the final sound of it. We didn't try to sound like this band or this band or this band.
Yeah.
And that's what came out of it. So if you want to do that, then don't, essentially.
Yeah, like and well, I also saw that all the members of Grisonville are multi-instrumentalists. How was your approach, or how do you start in music?
So yeah, we all play several instruments. Hannah has a very strong classical background, played instruments from a very, very young age. I grew up being in a church choir as well, so I did a lot of singing as a child as well. And Anna is now working partly at Bell Percussion and the London Symphony Orchestra, so she doesn't just play drums but loads of other percussion, and Gary plays I don't know how many instruments now.
Wow.
It's whole, yeah, I mean, just look at the video, you can see how many instruments he plays. So I guess our approach to music is just, you know, if it feels right to add something into the song, then that's what we do. We really go with the emotion of the song. You know, we're not trying to like put everything into one song, although sometimes that does happen. You know, it's really just, what does the song need? What kind of tone is it asking for? What kind of layers, textures, and structures? And from that, we'll choose the instruments. And we're just fortunate enough that between us, we play a lot of things, so we can have a vast array of sounds, which is just makes it more fun to write, really, when you have more musical instruments to play with.
That's cool. And well, Anna say that you search your own song, but I think that you have any influences, musical influences. I think you like some bands or in UK or USA bands is different, or you have
we all agree on a few bands. We all agree on Opeth. We're all massive Opeth fans. Tool.
Yeah, Tool. We all like Meshuggah as well. Riffs are good. And
we all like Rachmaninoff.
Yes, that's true. And we all like Stravinsky.
Yep.
Yeah. And we all like Gajira, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Only one of us likes Toto, though.
What?
Only one of us likes Toto.
Yeah.
One of us likes Toto, and it's just so much love for it that it counts for the whole band.
Yeah.
Toto is cool.
Right?
Well, have you ever visited Mexico?
I've been to Mexico, yes. I went to Mexico once. It was amazing. I really, really want to go back. It's one of my favorite places that I've ever visited. It's fantastic. The people there are lovely, that's yourself. And the culture is incredible, the artwork, the music. I just thought it was one of the best places I've ever been to. Mexico City was really, really amazing. So yeah, we would love to do a tour and come to Mexico. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my next question, but I hope to to see you here in
Well,
Mexico.
hopefully.
That would be great.
Yeah, we'll talk to our boss.
Yeah, we've been asking for it.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Mish would like to go picking mushrooms in Mexico.
Yes, that would be a dream come true. Yeah.
She likes picking mushrooms.
Yeah.
And who next for Crimson Bill? You have plans to touring with another bands or in a festival or something?
So the album's coming out on September 20th.
Yeah.
And then after that, we will probably announce some tours. But yeah, we're hoping next year we'll do all the festivals in Europe, hopefully further afield. But yeah, we'd love to tour with some other bands. We have some things that may or may not be happening, so we can't say anything right now. But as soon as the album's out, then yeah, just watch this space for tours. And that's the plan, is basically to bring this album to the live space and play as many shows as possible for this record Hex. Yeah, and then just we're already starting work on the next one as well this weekend. In fact, we're all meeting in Brighton to start laying down some demos for album number 2. So we're very keen.
Oh, cool. I really like Crimson Bill. I'm really become a fan of all of you.
Thank you very much.
Well, but the time is too short in internet and interviews. We can't do a lot of time, but we're very happy to continue listening to new songs and new albums. A lot of you, and I say thank you very much for being able to learn more about your musical work. You are very talented, and I hope to see you in Mexico soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your
We love
time.
talking to you. Thank you.
And just say goodbye, Hannah, Anna,
Goodbye.
Gary,
Thank you.
Mishkin. Thank you so much for your time.
No,
Thank you so much.
In Mexico. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.